Paul Scully, the MP for Sutton, Cheam and Worcester Park, has criticised Remainers for trying to block Brexit. Tony Blair, Lord Adonis and Nick Clegg have led the calls for the UK to be given another vote on leaving the EU, but Mr Scully said the prospect of Britain remaining in the European Union was not going to happen, speaking at a debate in Westminster Hall on a petition calling for an immediate exit from the EU. Mr Scully said, "There is plenty of uncertainty that we need to get rid of. I clearly haven't got time to start attacking some of the #despite Brexit moves that we might otherwise get into." As Getty Parliamentary TV Brexit News, Paul Scully hit at Remainers trying to unpick Brexit. "Nonetheless, yes, we do need to speak to both sides. My concern is where people are feeling disaffected on one side, you do get the other side, the extreme version on the other side, trying to unpick the referendum. That is really so not helpful. Not only is it not going to happen, it is actually creating more uncertainty, particularly for EU citizens. Actually, when I see the rhetoric around EU citizens on social media and these things, invariably it is from these people who want to unpick the referendum, saying, 'See what's happened,' jumping on the bandwagon of things that may or may not have been covered in the press, rather than people maybe creating some sort of division and making them feel uncomfortable themselves. We have really got to be careful on our language, and we have got to be careful to be optimistic and to really talk up our economy to the fact that we should have confidence. Not only is it not going to happen, it is actually creating more uncertainty." Paul Scully, "The act that we will be a single nation dealing with our own free trade agreements gives us this buccaneering maritime trading nation that this country can be." Mr Scully was speaking at a debate discussing the prospect of Britain walking away from the European Union without a deal. It comes as leading Remainers have called for Britain to be given another Brexit vote at the end of negotiations with the EU to have another say. Prime Minister Theresa May has rejected another Brexit vote and has said that the UK will seek a bespoke agreement with the European Union in the next phase of Brexit negotiations. Friday, December 8, 2017. Here is the 15-page Brexit deal in full. French President Emmanuel Macron over the weekend warned Mrs May the UK will not be able to cherry-pick the desired benefits of the single market and not accept the EU's freedoms when it cuts ties with Brussels. Speaking at a joint press conference, he said, "We're here neither to punish nor to reward. I want to make sure the single market is preserved because that is very much the heart of the European Union. I do not want to exclude any sector from any trade agreement to come. The negotiations will be led by Michel Barnier. But it does not mean that access will be equivalent to the access granted to a member of the single market."